Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Right now, though, we're joined by a guy who's got a local connection. I'm very excited to have a guy Carl knows, of course, from Houston, from his days with the Texans, from Marietta, from Pope High School. It's a TJ Yates. What's up, big fella?
How you guys doing?
TJ just admiring his the photo on Wikipedia that got you sprinting down the field with a sense of purpose.
It looks good. I look somewhat fast. I'm a really good photographer.
Use that as your Twitter avatar right there.
Perfect.
Man.
How's the development coming along in this system? I know, you're fairly new to it, obviously. Sean's been in the system a little bit longer than you have. But how's it coming for you?
It's coming along. I got here, obviously got traded right at the end of minicamp, and got a chance to get an iPad before the long break for the summer. But as soon as I got back, I was hitting it hard with the coaches, trying to learn as much as I could as quick as possible. It's coming along good, though. You can look at it all you want on paper, but until you get out there and get the reps, saying it out loud, doing it, it doesn't really sink in. So I'm learning every day, every snap, every practice, whether it's watching from the sidelines or me out there doing it. But I'm learning every day, and the coaches are doing a great job of helping me, and the other quarterbacks are also doing the same.
To go from Andre Johnson, big time, all world, to you got Julio and Roddy. That's got to be and Harry as well. It's got to be a quarterback's dream.
Oh, absolutely. I've been blessed with very good wide receivers in my career so far.
What about the running game? What do you think Friday night? Some things you guys try to get established. Your thoughts about the offense and certainly how you guys looked offensively Friday night's game against Miami?
I thought we did really good. There's obviously throws you can always want back or plays you want back, but we can clean a couple things up as far as the penalties that got us into a lot of third and long, second and longs that just really got us off balance, and obviously the penalties hurt us a lot. We had a lot of big plays that could have really separated that game the other way. Some of those big ones wouldn't have come back. But it was a learning experience for everybody, myself included. A lot for me is just kind of getting the timing with all the receivers, in-game speed, getting the play from the sideline, communicating to the guys in the huddle, just the whole process. With a new team, it really helps in the preseason getting these reps.
It's the Falcons quarterback, TJ Yates, with us here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game as we wrap things up at Falcons camp. I mentioned the red zone, and one of those opportunities. Was the throw too tall, or was it alligator arms, or just going to work on the timing with Devontae, another new target for you there?
It was a little bit of me. That was, he wasn't ready turning around, and, it was a hard coverage. It would have been a bang-bang play either way, but that's the kind of thing I was talking about, just the timing on those certain routes that, you do out here in practice and kind of your individual period, but it's not the same until you get out there in the game and you see it full speed and you get the whole feel. So these preseason games are really going to help, in that aspect of just kind of getting the timing down with these receivers.
TJ, one of the things, and certainly you weren't here last year, is the protection, the O-line. From where you're at, underneath center, how's the O-line looking to you, as a group?
They did great, and I didn't touch the ground barely once other than the ones that I was scrambling on. I thought it was funny when I came off the field for my last time. Willie Moe came over to me. He was like, we're live out there, right? The defense can hit you. And he's like, you look so comfortable out there. I was like, I didn't have to do anything. The guys up front were so solid, and I was, talking to Matt during the game. A lot of those guys that are in there in the second and third and fourth quarter were all starters last year. So we have so much depth throughout this offensive line that has a lot of playing experience. So that's a great thing going into the preseason for a quarterback.
I know some of the guys the fans were looking at and texting in. I guess Speedy Reedy.
Speedy Reedy.
Who is this guy?
I don't know, but he is really, really fast.
I think he's around number 87, I think.
89.
Yeah, 89.
89. Tremaine's 87, but they're both kind of the same player, both small, really, really fast. As soon as I got here, I was trying to learn everybody's names, and Speedy Reedy just popped because he's really fast, and it just works easy for me.
TJ Yates, our guest here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. It's Dukes and Bell. So, as I mentioned, I'm familiar with TJ from his time with the Houston Texans. And you have something coming in this franchise, and that's playoff experience. You actually have a playoff win, and you bring that with you.
He's got the same amount of playoff wins as Matt Ryan.
As Matt Ryan does. Now, it's an irony. It's one of those trivia questions right now. Hopefully Matt gets more, right?
Absolutely.
And the Falcons get more.
Will.
But you bring that, and certainly that experience is well, wanted here as a backup. Certainly, if that situation arises, we trust the backup quarterback. It's been, something people are talking about.
No, this is a huge upgrade. Not to blow smoke up your
it
height,
is.
but as an opportunity for you here, obviously to come home as well. How cool is this?
Yeah, it's a perfect opportunity for myself and especially for my family. I can have family and friends out of practice all the time. It's easy going home if I ever need to, and obviously the situation coming in playing wise, learn from a great quarterback like Matt and being a great organization like this doesn't get much better.
You watching ACC ball, obviously. How much you watching?
I'll get there.
You get there?
We got 3 ACC quarterbacks in the room right now. So
that's right.
That's right.
So there might be some battles, some
smack talking,
some friendly bets throughout the season.
That's right. Duke and Carolina with Renfrey.
Me and Renfrey. Yeah.
Last time we saw this guy was at ACC Media Days when I asked you a penetrating question about being the starting quarterback in Chapel Hill.
And I can't answer that.
Well, so you're married now, so it all worked out well.
Happily married.
That's awesome. So expectations are big for this Falcons team, obviously, and you're in those offensive meetings. Personally, TJ, I'm not worried about the offense as a fan. I think you guys are going to score a ton of points. But, inside of the locker room, the expectations as a group from the offensive side of the football.
They're always big every single year, especially when you have weapons like we have, here in Atlanta. Your expectations have to be, all the way up. And, I think, with the leader that Matt is, he's got this offense going in the right direction, and everybody on this offense won't accept anything but that. And that's what I've learned very quickly coming in here, that there's no BS when it comes to this offense. They're about scoring points. They're about moving the ball down the field, and that's how it is every practice.
Well, TJ Yates, it's a pleasure, man. I'm glad you got a chance to stop by and visit with us. We wish you the best of luck hanging out with us here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. TJ Yates, if you get a chance, check him out, and certainly you'll see him more in the second preseason game against his former team, the Texans.
Right.
You excited about that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It'll be a little weird being on the other side, but I'm excited to go against those guys.
Yeah. Tell JJ Watt, stay away, will you?
Yeah, he's not allowed to with me.
Thanks again for stopping by, man.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you.
From Pope High School right here in Marietta.
Yeah, TJ Yates.
Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. Get in the game on Twitter at 92.9 The Game.
On Facebook /929 The Game.
On YouTube /929 The Game.
On your phone, the free Audio Roadshow app.
The website 929thegame.com.
Watch the game. Watch 929thegame.com.
And listen at 929thegame.com.
Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.